Hello viewers. Today I want to show you a video I found with a recipe for red yeast rice wine, and it's a bit different than the recipe that I've been using over the past few years. I have brewed red yeast rice wine, but I want to learn more, and this is a very home style recipe, we'll watch the video together, and I'll translate it as we go along and comment on it as best I can. And I hope you find this kind of video interesting. And if you like this video, please click that like button and subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when I publish a new video every week. And please share this video wherever it is appropriate. And as always, I appreciate your help very much. And I want to spread the word about rustic Asian rice wine, and you're helping me do it by watching this. So thank you. This is the video I want to talk about today. This is it. The thumbnail. In the thumbnail, it says brewing red lees wine, and the description. The title of the video, the title of the video is going back home with mom, learning red yeast wine, passed down 3 generations. So should be interesting. It's the kind of thing I want to learn from. And in an earlier video, I watched another video on this channel. This channel is the Jane After 80 Slow Life channel, and it's based in Malaysia. And we'll watch that video now. So last time we watched this video together. Today we'll watch this video. So title: self-made red yeast wine, passed down 3 generations. This character for yeast, I'm sure this is what they mean is they mean Hongchumi, but perhaps their dialect is pronounced differently and they don't want to use the same character. That's fine. I don't know any better, but just from that's the character they're using for Chu, the leavening agent for fermentation. So let's watch this video. Okay, here are all the ingredients. Sweet rice, 4 kilograms. Hongchumi red yeast rice, 300 grams. Sweet wine cake, 8 of them. Spicy wine cake, 4 of them. So again, I think the sweet wine cakes, I think those are like the Shanghai wine cakes that I've brewed with before. Those are good for the enzymes for producing the sweetness. So I think those are especially good for Zhonyang. And the spicy wine cakes are the ones that are good for making alcohol. So there's both kinds in this recipe. And the last thing you need is a fermentation container. Okay, so there's all the wine cakes, also known as Chinese yeast balls. Both kinds look the same, so you do have to read the package. And the first thing we do is dry the wine cakes in the sun, and then powder them. And here's the sweet rice and the red yeast rice. So you see, yeah, this is just red yeast rice, Hongchumi. And we're going to take the sweet rice and wash it until it's clean. This is a very normal thing we do when we're brewing. You got to wash the rice. Okay, now it's going to be steamed in multiple batches. That's not 4 kilograms all right there. And just like last time, one of the things that's different here is that this rice is steamed, but it also, as it's steamed, it's submerged in water. So it hasn't been soaked ahead of time, but it's soaking in this hot water, and then it's steamed for half an hour. So it is going to come out a lot stickier and a lot wetter than the way that I've been steaming it. So take a look here. Okay, take it out of the steamer. And it's a lot stickier. The rice grains are stuck together. It's a bit gooey. So we're going to take the sweet rice and loosen it and cool it down. And there's all the batches of rice. And there's the powdered wine cakes and the red yeast rice. Okay, now we go through the different layers here. The sweet rice has cooled down, and now we're going to start to brew. And the bottommost layer is the wine cake powder, then a layer of sweet rice, a layer of wine cake powder, a layer of red yeast rice, and so on. And at the bottom, it's in parentheses, it says the way I made it, I didn't use much red yeast rice. It's pinkish. If you want it to be more of a red color, use more red yeast rice. So that makes sense. And you can see this is very home style recipe. This rice is very gooey and bouncy. It is all stuck together, and no more water is added. I guess it was wet enough after steaming. This method of steaming produces a wetter result, so there's no need to add water at this stage, and there's going to be no stirring either. It's just going to that's why it's important to have these layers as even as possible, because you're not going to touch this after the jar is sealed. It's just going to ferment by itself. No stirring, no touching at all. You can see how bouncy, gooey it is. Looks like you make sure to end with the powdered wine cake and the red yeast rice. Then seal the opening of the brewing container. So this is sealed with plastic here, and stick on the calendar date. That's so you know when to open it, because this is going to brew for 1 month. So 1 month later, 1 month later, it'll be done. So there's no stirring, no touching, and I'm sure that you can tell by what it looks like when it's unsealed. You can tell that they haven't been stirring it at all. This is kind of recipe that's good for hot climates. Okay, so now we're going to take the sweet rice and red yeast rice and lift it. We're going to lift it and dump it into the strainer. So it's going to be roughly strained through a plastic sieve. So this kind of recipe is the kind of recipe I've come to expect for hot climates like Malaysia. So again, that makes sense. You can see it hasn't been stirred. The red yeast rice is not, didn't get distributed by itself. It's just where it was left. That sort of means it didn't get to impart as much of the color either. And there's quite a few there's a lot of rice grains still left. There's plenty of liquid too, but there's a lot of rice grains here. So, and you can tell this is very home style recipe, just using the tools you have in your kitchen to brew some wine. The most careful thing was not touching the wine as it was brewing for that month. You can see again here. You can see that the red yeast rice did not get mixed in evenly, so it's just in spots in the solid rice. So it's not a uniform color. Okay, so now listen to the drops of wine, falling through here. It's good sound. Sounds good. Okay, so this is going to be, so let's look at it's pinkish, like she said it was going to be. There's a lot of wine, and it is cloudy because of how roughly it's being filtered. And then wait a bit, wait a while for the drops of wine to fall through. And then this is the leftover so scoop out the rice, put it in a cleaned glass bottle or jar. Here, this is a jar, and this will ferment at least another half jar of wine. I'm not sure what that means, if it's going to be used to ferment more wine, or maybe as it settles more, you'll see half of this jar be liquid. In any case, there's quite a bit of solid in this, but they're not really worried about that. They're not worried about that because they can cook with it. I can see on other videos that they cook with leftovers. That's how. So this is their cloudy, pinkish red yeast rice wine. It's only pinkish, and their leftovers. Oh, you can hear outside it's raining. That's why you hear the raindrops. They're going to be able to cook with all these leftovers. That's why I think they're not so worried that there's so much leftovers after fermentation. For me, it's hard for me to use up all the leftovers. I like brewing, using it up, and, as much as possible. More complete fermentation. Here, they're not worried so much because they can use it for cooking. That's it on the right there. So she says, thanks everyone for watching and supporting. That's the video. So some notable things there, some things I can learn from, and I don't think I'll follow this recipe because it produces a lot of lees that I won't have as much use for. But they make both sweet things like desserts and also savory dishes with the lees. So they're able to use it up, but I had trouble using it up. So I'm probably not going to follow this particular recipe, but it was interesting for me to watch it, and I hope you liked it too. And let me know if you have any particular videos that you want me to look at and maybe try to translate. I'd like to do that. And let me know what you've been brewing. And, keep on brewing. Happy brewing times for everyone. Thank you for watching.